And we're doing a live commentary for the first of 4 movies. I'm doing the first 3. I'll do the 4th one next year because it's not on physical media. The original Beverly Hills Cop from 1984, 40 years ago. Wow. This one's an hour and 45 minutes, so it's pretty short. It's not that long. Again, all these movies are under 2 hours. Tomorrow I'm doing the sequel. And then Saturday I'm going to do part 3. A Paramount exclusive, yeah. Join me in the chat if you guys can. Eddie Murphy's hilarious in this movie. This was not his first film. He had done 2 previous films before this that were successful. He had Trading Places and 48 Hours was before this. This is when he was a mainstay. Martin Brest directed this. Very talented director. And I miss movies that look like films. Remember when movies look like movies? Wait. The heat is on. Yep. Lisa. Yes, sir. Judge Reinhold. I just did a video you guys can see before this. Ronnie Cox, yeah, you know, my best and worst of the year. Rest in peace, John Ashton, man. I miss you, man. Paul Reiser, yeah, he was in 4 as well. So Michael Jackson knockoffs. Woo! The heat is going to be on in a few months. Of course, the heat is on in my room because it's hot outside. Hey there, John. How was my Christmas? It was good. Got a lot of stuff. I'm getting a lot of stuff in the mail next week. I got 2 Amazon gift cards, so, and a 3rd one today. That was when weed was illegal. Now it's legal. Jerry Bruckheimer, the guy that did the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. This was years before. And boom, here's the title. I don't smoke. This movie still holds up. I didn't see it because again, it came out before I was born, and the only Eddie Murphy movies I saw as a kid was Shrek. Well, not Shrek. Mulan. I was 13 when it came out. Also, Golden Child. I saw that as a kid. Yeah. Yep, here comes the cops. Yep, this is it. I'm doing this early because I want to get this done. I haven't done a podcast since last week before my tooth extraction. I can do it. This movie's under 2 hours, so we're 5 minutes in. And I prefer Eddie Murphy over Chris Tucker. That's why I'm not doing Rush Hour. Because this Rush Hour is just this, but with a PG-13. Because it's in California, just like this movie is. The first Rush Hour. The second one was in Hong Kong, and then they go to Paris. Good stunt. The soundtrack is awesome in this movie. Bottom. Okay. Hey. Hold on. It's fun, man. Yep. The 80s had some of the best soundtracks, man. But I left you a comment on best. I'll read it later. My appointment is getting rechanged. Okay, rescheduled. Let's get a camera. I just need to take it easy. I am taking it easy. I didn't do a podcast for a week, Josh, because look what happened to my mouth. Well, I can't show it because I'll probably get demonetized. I already reviewed these movies, so I wanted to do podcasts for the first three, and then I'll do four. I could watch four on Netflix and just do a stream in February for Black History Month. Hopefully I don't get a copyright for the music. That's why I'm wearing headphones. The stunt work is amazing. These car chases, you don't appreciate how good cinema was until you've seen an old movie from 40 years ago that looks better than half of the car wrecks of movies we got this year. Give me this any day over Fast and the Furious now. They're shorter. These movies are way shorter. None of these movies are 2 hours and 20 minutes. I love the old movies. They're way better than some of the films from today. Any of Eddie Murphy's movies, even his worst, are better than Kevin Hart's. Yeah, the Neutron Dance. Two is only an hour and 42 minutes, so it's a couple of minutes shorter. This one's an hour and 4 minutes. Hold on. Some missiles are still out there. Well, at least I don't have to hear them with the headphones on. Okay, back to the railroad. Hey, John, Eddie Murphy is way better than Kevin Hart. Yeah, he's funnier. He's not screaming and everything. He's a good actor. Paul Reiser, he did this before Aliens. Shit cinema, especially as a kid, with a mix of old and new, but not everything. Not everything old or streaming can appeal to me. I know that, Josh. That's why I don't recommend everything. Try. Mm-hmm. No, nobody does. Yeah, cops can't just take the law into their own hands. Here's the music. And why these movies? Because it's a franchise I can get through easily. It's not going to take me months. This isn't Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter where there's so many of them, and or they're really really long. See, the 80s, man. I was there, so I know what it was like. I lived through the VCR days and the Nintendo and the Game Boy. I was there. After this, I got to take a shower, so thankfully, I'm going to just get this done by, what time is it? 12:06. Yeah, we're 12 minutes in. So by 1-ish, it'll be done. And unlike other movies nowadays, this doesn't have a post-credit scene to set up the next 4 movies. It's set, it just, and the movies were spread out. When did this one come out? In 1987. Yeah. The second one came out 3 years later, and then the third one was like 8 years later or something like that, right? In 87. It was like 7 years later, and then the next one was 30 years later. These movies are still good. Even the third one, yeah, it's the weakest of the entire quadrilogy, but I still have some fun with it. You can't recapture the first one because the first one was 40 years ago, guys. Same year as Gremlins and Ghostbusters, the original. I'm doing good. I had a great Christmas. I gotta do. Don't worry, I'm getting that soon. I ordered it on Amazon. I'm gonna get it in the new year. Hustlers. This guy doesn't come back in the sequels. Yeah. And I bought this movie a long time ago, like 15 years ago on Amazon, when I was starting to buy stuff on Amazon. It's okay. There's probably only one gift for right now. I think the scene was improvised because they probably were laughing so much. They were like, yeah. Hey, look, it's Jonathan Banks. Yeah, this is before he was in Breaking Bad. Years before that. Even Bryan Cranston was barely an actor in the 80s. He was an unknown at that time. This guy's not scary. Jonathan Banks, he has those like those dead Bing Crosby eyes. He ain't scary. He's not scary. I don't know why people like. I don't talk like that in front of people. See, that's why he's not in the sequels. Because Jonathan Banks kills him. Where's the security? Nobody heard that? If this happened in Brooklyn, a cop would have been there in 5 seconds. This got nominated for Best Screenplay. Yeah, because it's funny, Josh. I have that pulled on for now, but I'll probably buy it. I had to get it. Yeah, they probably got this guy because Billy D. Williams was too busy doing Star Wars before this came out, so he couldn't do it. Homicide case that was way too convenient. I mean, two guys show up out of nowhere, beat him up, and then they shoot his head, nobody called. There was no security there. I didn't know. I know there were no digital cameras back then. They didn't have surveillance cameras in 1984 like they have now. Ooh, yeah, that line did. Yep, here it comes. What's it called? I like this song. I love the soundtrack in this movie. Yeah, mm, Beverly Hills. Yeah. No, this. It's so hard to find. Bill collectors money. Oh, Louis Vuitton, Nina Ricci, Fendi. That Papa Van still there's cooking in the TV. This song is so good, man. Turn it up, man. Yeah, sing it, girl. Turn it up, stir it up. Like to take up now. Think about tomorrow. I can't wait. So stir it up. I think I'm not gonna take it anymore. This song is so freaking awesome. Yeah, again, music from the 80s, man. You can't beat it. Happens to people nowadays, especially of color. I know, Josh. You don't have to tell me. If I get the Deadpool movies, at least I will have them. But I'm fine with live streams. This song is a chef's kiss, man. Just stir it up. I have to break it up now. Cute white girl, Josh. 21 minutes in. Soundtrack is one of the best soundtracks of the 80s, man. See, James Gunn learned from the best. That's why a lot of his songs that are used in his movies and shows work. See, Eddie Murphy's loud, but he knows how to do it without screaming. Yes, rest in peace, Michael, man. Yep, again, they say the N word in this movie, Josh. That's nothing. You know how much a room at Disney costs? It costs 8 times that. $235 in Disney is a discount. Compared to them, it's like $800 or $900 a night. I'm like, hell no. I'm not made of money, Disney. I will stay in a cheap hotel at Best Western or the Holiday Inn than stay in your place for $3,000. I love this movie. It's so good, man. I love this song so much. See, I get the Black Power thing, Josh. I get it. When I hear music like this and I see a black lead and they're not dwelling on it, that's what works, Disney. That's what works. That's why Mufasa's bombing. Learn from your mistakes. This song. Ooh, sing it, baby. Man, this song is so freaking banger. Listen to the song again, Josh. It's called "Stir It Up." Is it Patti LaBelle? Yeah, she's fantastic, man. She's a legend, man. This song, if this song was it was also in Chicken Run. Oh no, there's Serge. Hey, Serge. Yeah, it was good to see him in the new movie. Yeah, Bronson Pinchot. Yeah, he's always fun to watch in these movies. Bunch of Pitch. He did a lot of accents, and he actually is American. He's not Sacha Baron Cohen. Black Power works, but Cat 4, no, it's not gonna break 1 billion, but it's not gonna bomb like Mufasa, because Mufasa's not doing well because people don't like it. It's not something we asked for. Test screenings and production problems are a little worrisome because not sold on Anthony. I am sold on him. Oh, I cannot. Because I thought Falcon and the Winter Soldier was good. There's the girl in the movie. I love her mullet hair. It's Serge. See? An interracial friendship, and they don't have to dwell on it. Nowadays, it's like, she's white and he's black. Again, I can see. I'm not blind. Anthony Mackie, he's a good actor. I think he's going to do fine. If this is worse than Madam Web, then I give up as a Marvel fan, because there's no way this is going to be any worse than Madam Web, Venom 3, or Kraven the Hunter. I already know that. Because the MCU, even when it's just okay, it's still better than a lot of the Sony villain movies. Let me say that. None of those have been good. None of them. The first Venom made me sick. It's the only MCU movie to make me sick for my stomach. See, a subtle moment. This is not just laughs. There's also some subtlety in the movie as well. I gotta hear that song and stir it up. I haven't heard that song in a while. It'll probably bomb because of the production problems. Josh, you say that? A lot. Star Wars had production problems, and it made billions of dollars, so... Oh, gotta spasm. I miss movies like this. I'm sorry. Where they didn't have to preach about diversity and feminism and all that. You think of the worst of everything, Josh. I don't. Because you thought Beekeeper would flop, and it did well. You thought Mario wouldn't do well, and it made $1 billion. Deadpool Wolverine, it made $1 billion. The box office is not dead. It can continue. Why is there a British chick? There's a British chick in this movie for like 5 seconds. That's weird. I forgot about that, but whatever. It's not January yet. I do have 48 hours. I just don't have the sequel, so I'll just have to do that one in February. I could stream it. I know, that's why I don't want to go there. Race says a bad thing in me that they should stop doing it. Franchising can continue, but I need to do a stream. Yeah, do one, Josh, and don't bother me anymore. Just do it. Stop saying it. Do it. This is what I'm doing. I'm not saying it. I'm doing it. You see the live thing right there? Yeah. It's called doing it. Don't say it. Do it. You ever heard of the Nike thing? Just do it. Just do it. Don't make excuses. Set it up. Do it. That's it. That's all you need to do. That's not hard to do. Do it. Stop talking about it. It's been 5 months. Do it. Oh, yeah. This is why they throw him out. They're throwing him out. A bunch of white guys carrying a black guy. Again, this would not be done today. Man, that was a good stunt, by the way. You do that to a black man today, not only will they get arrested, they'll get canceled and film. It was actually, it was a glass door, but if he got I want to do that, but my collection, yeah, I really do want. No one's gonna watch. Hey, Josh, two people are watching it, but I rather somebody be watching than nobody. Nobody's gonna watch Trump's inauguration. You know why? Because we don't care. I know, Axel. He didn't do anything. They threw him through glass, and he's like, "Oh, sir, of course," because he's a black guy. I've never been arrested in my life. Stopped, yeah. Arrested, no. Eh, it's huge. I said I was going to do a podcast after Christmas, and here I am. The fact that the fourth one was so good, because it could have been horrible, but it wasn't some cheap Netflix movie with a lot of bad CGI and unfunny jokes. No, it made me laugh. It wasn't perfect. It should have been in theaters instead of Borderlands and Twisters. There's John Ashton. Yeah, I miss him already. Holding me back. But no, nothing should hold you back, Josh. Caitlyn could date a black guy, yeah, or she could date me. Yeah, it's sad because I just saw him in the fourth movie and then he died right after that. I was like, what? But he was 76, so. Yeah, he was a good actor and he had a long career, and I'm glad that there's a. At least Judge Reinhold, we still have him. Yeah, a bunch of white people beating up on a black guy. Again, they didn't do this in the fourth one or in Bad Boys 4. Because again, everything is about race and ethnicity now. People just can't be people. They have to worry about the color of their skin. Like this is 1866. It's not, guys. It's almost 2025. You shouldn't strike him. He's not a criminal. Unless it's not much holding me back, just stressing myself out. You don't have to stress out. I would never. No, no. He's funny, man. He's just very witty. We don't have leads like this anymore. I don't assault people. I don't do that. And trust me, I went. There was a lot of people I wanted to wring their necks this year, just for being loud. We're about a half hour in, 36 minutes. Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, you're right. I don't have to stress myself. You don't have to. Of course they are. This is a buddy cop movie. At least this is shorter than Die Hard. 1 and 2. Hmm. Hmm. Room service. Hmm. He gives them the food, yeah. It's a distraction. Hey, that's Damon Wayans, Sr. This is his first film. He's hilarious, man. His son is also a really good actor, Damon Wayans Jr. See? He puts a banana in the tailpipe. That's funny, man. He's Bugs Bunny, man. That wouldn't work today because with electrical cars there is no exhaust pipe. Yeah, you see, nowadays people use a hybrid or an Uber, and they don't have an exhaust pipe because there's no exhaust. It's electrical. Dun, 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 dun. 41 minutes in. Yeah, we're almost halfway through the movie. She's so cute. Uh-oh, run, run. Yeah, this is more comedy than action, but there's some action in it. Originally, Stallone was going to do this movie, but Eddie Murphy was the better choice, in my opinion. There's those bonds again. Dun-dun-dun. Again, more great soundtrack. And the score as well. The score is really good. That's a good one. Yeah, I'm not saying much because I'm just seeing the movie. International Arrival Zone. I'm gonna take a nap later because I haven't taken a nap in like 2 or 3 days. So, because yesterday was Christmas Day, so I couldn't take a nap, and then the other day was Christmas Eve. So I'm glad I did this. I wanted to do these films. I was gonna do these films months ago, but lost track of the time. He's funny, man. He could get out of any situation with that badge, nearly. He saw product placement. He has a Dunkin' Donuts cup. Yeah, they got to do this one scene one more time in the fourth movie. Mm-hmm. Yep, a strip club again. He cracks me up, man. Hey, heterosexual guys do that. We look. It is. Mm-hmm. Nasty girl. Uh-oh. Bad guys. Oh, nasty girl. We're almost an hour in. Good, because... Yeah. Yeah, baby. Here we go. Yeah, there's not a lot of action in this movie, but there's a lot of good laughs and chase scenes and things like that. Yep, they have shotguns. There we go. See, the action scenes are not very long. See? Bad people deserve... Yep, I like this. The John Cena sign. That's right here in the on the cover, on the back of the cover. Look. And then bam. It's how he wanted to laugh. John Ashton couldn't look at him because he wanted to laugh. Yeah, we're almost an hour in, so we got like a couple of minutes left. Yep, there was that scene. Here we go again. That's a nice shot. Palm trees in the background. We're an hour in. Okay, we got 45 minutes left. Well, that's with the end credits. Without it, probably just 40 minutes left. Uh-oh, here comes somebody. Dun, 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 dun. It's a good movie. It still holds up, even 40 years later. 40, and this movie's still better than a lot of comedies that we get today. That is not a lie. Running a red light. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, this movie's just so good. What else can I say, you know? I wish I had more action. There's not as much action in this one compared to the three sequels. They definitely amp up the action in the sequels more because they want people wanted to see more gunplay and more, you know, fisticuffs and things like that. Harold, a nice sculpture. I'm back. Just want to walk around the house for a minute, clear my head. Yeah, I had to clear my head too. That's why I went out today. I had to buy some headphones for my phone. I had to buy. Of course, I had to buy the headphones online, but whatever. It's a good thing I had these headphones for a long time, for like the past 2 or so years. So it's not because I have to use headphones so I don't get a copyright infringement from YouTube. You know how they always do that to me. What headphones I bought for my birthday. Again, you get what you deserve. Remember what Joker said in the first movie. Yeah, go start filming Breaking Bad in a couple of decades. Yeah, I don't know what a John. I'm glad I got those Amazon cards. I needed to buy some clothes. You know, winter's just started. It's this Saturday is the first week of winter. You know, post Christmas. Yeah, you're some European guy with blue eyes. Yeah, you're not scary. This guy doesn't even move his face. He's like, I can't wait. Yeah. You're not Hans Gruber, dude. Jonathan Banks, you notice he didn't say anything? He's a good actor. It's just not scary here. If I have something on my wish list, I want to buy it. That's what the wish list is for. I got to do more surveys in the fall. I mean, next year in the winter. That makes sense. This movie's not dumb like some comedies today. Yeah, because caffeine is a drug, you know. Yeah, because today also happy Boxing Day for all my Canadian viewers, Evan and everybody, and also happy Kwanzaa to those who celebrate Kwanzaa and also Hanukkah. It's the second night of Hanukkah, so celebrate it well and be safe. Rosewood. Like everybody nowadays. Creature Commandos, I'm going to watch it tonight, but next week I can't because in January I'm not seeing anything with any accents for a month. I need to detox. We all got to detox from something in the new year. I got to detox from bad foreign accents that I don't want to hear for a month. That's why I'm doing these movies now, because I got time. So the girl could have been in it more. Town, eh. I need to detox or something next month despite the live stream. No, just do one, Josh. I'm not telling you to do four. I'm the one doing the podcast now. Since I didn't do one for like a week, since my extraction, I couldn't do a live stream. My mouth was hurting like crazy. It still does. I just need to. I'll recover. I'll make a full recovery by January. Take that later. Because the beginning of this year, I was watching nothing but Guy Ritchie movies and films that had Brits in them, and I don't want to for the month of January. That's why I'm not That's why I'm not going to the theater in January, because there's nothing coming out I need to see. And the sequel is Jürgen Prochnow. He's German. So again, all these movies have some kind of like a foreign actor in it. Even the third one, and I'm like, the third one was in the 90s. Because winter's long, and I don't need to be stressed out. If anyone should be stressed, it should be in the January to take the stress from you. We're 74 minutes in, so. Yeah, now everything is AI generated. Nothing can be done by hand anymore. Serge. I like that the girl is part of the plot. She's not just a love interest or a damsel in distress. She actually. It's 109 now. Wait a lie, I gotta talk to her later. She wants to talk to me. I'll have to wait. She'll have to wait till after I'm done with this podcast in a number of minutes. We're 76 minutes in, so we got, like an hour and 25 minutes, maybe? Yeah. Because it says 1:45, but I don't count the end credits. There's no post-credit scene here, so you just get to the end credits, I stop, and then I say my goodbyes. I'm glad I did this. This is therapy for after the week that I had. After last week, what happened to me. There's a coffee grind. Cocaine, there it is. Exhibit A. See, they had the cocaine under the coffee. See, like that's not like caffeine's not bad enough for your system. Cocaine's even worse. That's what I've been asking with any girls to be a part of something, or not to be kidnapped, tortured, or attacked in a creepish way. No, there's nothing creepy here. I'm sorry, but he looks like a European version of Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra would have been more... He would have been a scarier villain than this guy. This is why this guy never did Harry Potter, because he's just not scary at all. Right, Ray Fiennes was scary as Voldemort. This guy's not scary. He's got a big dot on his head. Yeah, he talks like this. This is more of a comedy than an action film. It's got some crime elements as well, like a crime thriller. The sequels have more action. Because at least in Die Hard, there's way more action in it than this. If you're gonna put Caitlin or Avantika Larson from Tarot, make sure you do them right. Yeah, and don't water down the movie with a PG-13 rating. Most of the time, this didn't do that. None of the films did that. $80 minutes in. We're almost done. The PG-13 is not the problem. It is, because then they have to cut away from... But don't overdo it like an R rating, especially assault. My hands are getting sweaty. Well, the movie's almost over, so thankfully the movie, yeah, it's a little long, and especially in the middle, it drags a little bit, because trying to find his case. We know how badly I can criticize an R-rated. No, I can't. Deadpool Wolverine would not have been the same if it was reduced to PG-13. He said Rosewood's his gun is so small. Yep, gotcha. There's pretty much action in the third act. Yeah. I was wondering if it goes a bit too excessive. There's nothing excessive in this movie. Gwenpool's gonna happen, Josh, because Deadpool and Wolverine made $1 billion. There's gonna be more. Even if it's just him making cameos in the next Avengers movie, it's gonna happen. Marvel's still not out. Is not out of the game. Their movies still make money. DC hasn't made a money with a movie in a while. Oh my God, that, but don't make her crazy. He locked the he locked the he got a lockpick. You cancel Clueless again, Josh, because you don't want to take risks. I don't cancel things. I'm not canceling any more of my podcast unless another emergency happens, and there is no emergency. They're doing construction near my house again. Why? Because the neighbors in this area are about as subtle as a handgun going off. But whatever. I'm not going to stop these. It's going to rain this weekend coming up, and I'm not going to go out, so I might as well do some podcasts. 85 minutes in. Dun, dun. And Axel's doing all of this without superpowers, by the way, so that there's some risk involved. This guy's voice is just weird. It's a good looking film too. This movie, even 40 years later, it doesn't look dated or nothing. There's not a lot of things in this movie that are dated. Very little. Maybe some of the technology, but with the look of the film, it still holds up. If people would stop saying I can't take risks, just do it, Josh. Do it, and we'll believe you. You don't. Whether you get 1 view or 1,000,000 views, it's not about the views, because Mr. Beast is still the most recognizable YouTuber, and he has over 300 million subscribers. How? Risks. Yeah, be stealthy, guys. Be stealthy. Like girls will be hated. No, they won't be hated, Josh. You just you'll get canceled if you kill somebody, and you're not gonna do that because you don't have the guts. Or if you touch somebody, that's what Jonathan Majors did. That's what freaking P Diddy did, and R. Kelly. You're not one of them. Trust me. If you punch somebody to say, "Oh, you're disabled," okay, we'll let you go. Trust me, you get away with a lot more things being disabled when you're not, because you're not responsible for your actions. Sorry, I'm not disabled. Look at me. Got a head like a steel like trap. I don't commit crimes. Those are the people that get canceled or say something stupid that's going to cost them everything. That's not me. That's not you either. So get over it. You can't be scared of everything in 2025. Oh no, Trump is going to take away my freedom. No, he's not. Okay, here we go. Let's get back to the movie, shall we? Jeesh. Just remove that. I don't want to read any more negativity. You drive me crazy sometimes, Josh. You know that? I've been talking to a girl that we just talk. We're not discussing politics and race. We're not. That's what real people do. We talk about things that matter. Yeah, this reminds you of the scene in the fourth movie where, except this one is a lower budget, and you don't see the shooting as much. It's just from a distance. You think? Commando's like this too, but Commando came out a year after this, in 1985. Property damage. Majors is innocent. Well, Pete Diddy was not, or Jonathan, or Danny Masterson, or R. Kelly. No, these guys are creepers, and they put their hands on people they shouldn't. I've never done that in my life. Petting a girl's hair, that's not sexual assault. Sorry, that's one of my kinks. I like touching hair. It's what I do. There's a pool scene. Nope, they don't care. Yeah, the action is basically in the second half of the film. The first half is mostly just a comedy and the search, the investigation. I don't have no lawsuits or allegations against me because I don't do things like that. I don't. I stay home and I stay out of people's businesses. I do live stream. There's nothing illegal about doing a live stream. You missed, Jonathan Banks. I gotta charge my phone. It's almost dead, but whatever. When this is over, I'll charge it. Hold on. Because I gotta text my sister later. Because tomorrow she's not working, so that's good. Because she works so much. Missed. "91 minutes in." We all have our flaws. That's the way life is. I miss you, John Ashton. You were a treasure, man. The sequel is shorter by like a minute, but that's not much of a difference, right? No, actually, it's 3 minutes. But the longest movie is the fourth one because it clocked in at like an hour and 47 minutes or 48 minutes. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. That's what you get. It's a good death scene, and it's short. It doesn't drag on for 2 minutes like other movies do. Oops, he got him right in the arm. See, this is when it gets serious. They're not cracking jokes every 2 minutes in this scene. Because it's still a comedy, but at the end, it's a war. The villain's still not compelling to me. I just think he's just, like I said, he looks like Frank Sinatra with a dot on his head. And he talks like this. Sorry, Igor. Because Mission Impossible, I bet that's going to be way too long. I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to watch it on streaming because it's going to be too long to watch in the theater. Too long. Sonic 3 was therapy for me. That made me laugh more than a lot of movies I saw in the theater in the summertime. Before Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh, my feet hurt a little bit. It's almost done. Next time I'll choose a shorter film franchise, well, or just a shorter movie. They got him. A double hit. Ronnie Cox gets one cool moment at the end of the film. There's a lot of blood in the movie, too, at the end. And no CGI, because you don't need it in the film. This movie never needed it. Judge Reinhold says that with conviction, man. Reinhold's a good actor. I've always thought that. Even when I saw him in the Santa Claus, I did laugh more than Despicable Me because I'm like, Sonic 3 was hilarious. Because Jim Carrey, as much as I love Will Ferrell, I didn't see his movies until I was an adult. But Carrey's been is the king of comedy for me since I was 9 years old when I saw The Mask. Yeah, when Lori said "you big strong man" in that episode of Really Loud House, I was like, I was elated. 'Cause I'm like, she's so gorgeous, man. $80 kilos, jeez, that's enough to kill 10 elephants. That's why I don't use drugs, guys. I've been taking medication for my mouth. That's it. Good. He deserved it. I didn't want this German guy or this European guy. I still have to review the Loud House, the really Loud House, the show. Hmm. It's a good movie. I hadn't seen this movie in years. Yeah, they killed the villain. That's what you want in a movie. You don't want the villain to get 98 minutes. And the movie ends on a high note, so it doesn't have a downbeat ending. Like Bill. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I do feel that love between the two of them as friends in all four movies, even in the fourth one, because at least Judge Reinhold came back. He didn't die. Taggart, at least he got to make a cameo in four before he passed away. Thanks, Sean Ashton. Thank you, sir, man. 100 minutes. This movie's a, yeah. That was Beverly Hills Cop, man. Still a great movie, man. I'll hear this song later, but because I heard this like twice already in the movie. So that was the first Beverly Hills Cop. It's still good. It's still funny. The action's mostly at the end, but it fits. It's just it's not perfect, but it's one of the best '80s films. That's for sure. And rest in peace, John Ashton. I'm gonna miss you a lot, and but we still got three more films. So you know, I'm going to do the 2 sequels tomorrow and on Saturday, and hopefully the 4th one in the new year. So thanks for watching, guys. Acknowledge me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow doing Beverly Hills Cop 2. See ya.